Welcome to Keeping It Real. Today we're going to talk about one of the realest subjects that there is in life, and it's called dying. But we're not going to take this into the real world. We're going to bring it back into SMITE and MOBAs in general, and I'm going to tell you real talk why you're dying. That's right, I'm not going to treat you like you treat your girlfriend. Yeah, babe, of course those pants fit you well. You gotta get them. You can't live without them. You lying ass mother. Face it, you don't want to know why you're dying unless it's going to help you to not die. Am I right? Alright, so instead of just telling you why you're dying and why things aren't going well, we're also going to elucidate some of the reasons behind it, and we're going to give you the opportunity to get some awareness so that you can actually make different decisions and die less often. So in many ways, this will be a video that, yes, talks about things that you're probably doing over and over again that aren't working for you, but by exposing that, giving you opportunities to then improve and change those habits. And unlike a lot of shows or videos that might give you the polite way of saying this or skirt around the issue, I'm gonna keep it real. This is from my experience. These are the real reasons why you're dying. Reason number one, yo ass thinks you're controlling two characters instead of one. I mean, that must be the reason why you keep trying to 1v2 or 1v3 people, correct? Oh, no, guys, I just figured it out. The reason you're dying is because you're playing Loki and he's invisible. That's why to us it looks like you just keep going into the enemy team and dying over and over again by yourself. That would make sense. Let's get real. One of the main reasons why people die in SMITE is because they take outnumbered fights. You are going in by yourself, or you are going in ahead of everybody, and you are not allowing them to support you, and you are putting yourself in a bad position because the odds are not in your favor. This ain't the Hunger Games, and even the Hunger Games is freaking busted. Nobody wins that crap, or is supposed to at least. You ain't Katniss Everdeen. You ain't breaking the chains. You're just going in 1v5 against a bunch of other SMITE players who are gonna kill you immediately. You're trying to do it all, bruh. Stop it. You can't do it all. This is a 5v5 team game. You will be dying every single time you try and take those numbers into your own hands and make it a 1v2 or a 1v3. Now, I'm gonna give y'all some love. I know a lot of you guys don't do this consciously, but you need to become conscious. Half the time you see yourself getting killed over and over again is probably because you are being outnumbered by the enemy team. Just watch, just look. You don't even have to trust me. Just look at your next deaths in your games and you will see that a lot of the times that is why it's happening. The second reason why you're dying in SMITE is because you're underleveled, but you're playing like you're not. You're a Prius trying to beat a Lamborghini in a street race. You're Kevin Hart trying to body slam The Rock. It ain't gonna happen no matter how much muscle you put on. This is something I see all the time. People who are 7 not respecting a level 10 on the enemy team and trying to 1v1 them. Even if you're taking the right fight or if it's a 2v2, that character is gonna be able to blow you up if they get their abilities onto you versus them. Levels mean a lot in MOBAs. That's the reason everyone's trying to get more experience, more gold, because that power spike can really snowball. And if you don't respect that, which so many people don't, they will continually keep dying, only contributing to that snowball, which is the reason they're dying in the first place. Respect the levels, fam. Respect the levels. Now, why aren't you respecting the levels in the first place? Why are you taking outnumbered fights? Might be because you're tilted, maybe because you lost first blood and you're like, oh, okay, that's how you're gonna do me? Pride gets in the way, ego gets in the way. That's a big reason why a lot of people keep dying, because they take bad fights knowingly because they want to prove that they shouldn't have lost that first fight or they shouldn't have lost that last engagement. But the problem is the damage has already been done. At this point, you're feeding into their plan, and somebody who's a few levels ahead of you that's doing 100 more on their autos than you are is gonna have a big advantage. At that point, they don't have to be a better person. They don't have to be a better person, like I'm talking like quality of a person. They don't have to be a better SMITE player. All they have to do is hit you a couple times or even the same amount of times as you hit them, and it's GG. They're gonna win that fight. So you cannot honestly put your ego at stake at that point because it's not a fair fight. Number 3, why you keep dying in SMITE, that is, you start playing Anubis and you think you're a frontline mage. I mean, I can't tell you how many people try to play characters the way that they shouldn't be played because they're used to characters from other classes being played that way. You play tier, bro, that's great. But if you play Anubis, you better get your ass in the back line unless you want to die over and over again. Every class and every character has their strength and weakness. Some characters are not meant to be positioned or played in ways that other characters are. That's just common sense, right? But the fact that you would go and take a mage into the front line or take a warrior into the back line and basically not kill anybody until your whole team's been wiped, and then it's just you 1v5ing again and wondering why you're dying or why your team didn't do any damage or why they just got killed so quickly, it's because you weren't in the front line. It's because you're not playing the right position. You're not using your character's strengths as an advantage and you're not playing off of that correctly. I mean, do you understand that if you basically pick Anubis and you choose to be an area control damage mage for your team, but you go in the front line and you die consistently, that you will not be effective as that character. Every time you even try to stay in the back line after that, if you've been snowballed on, you will get picked off. Someone will dive you so easily and kill you so quickly that it's like you didn't even get your damage off. At that point, you are really going to die if you do not play your character the way it's meant to be played. So take that God in the Jungle practice. Look at some guides online. I mean, everybody and their mama's probably making a Smite God guide nowadays, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. And again, like I said, playing tier like a backline character who's not engaged in CCing other opponents or not being very effective and using his crowd control to support his teammates and staying alive is a tier that's going to be alive at the end of the fight and just die because he's outnumbered. I mean, assuming tier can die. I've actually never seen it happen in game. It's kind of like trying to catch a Mewtwo in Pokemon Go. It's something that we think is possible, but we're still not sure yet. No one's been able to confirm. So let's move on to number 4, the last reason of why you keep dying, and that is because you value kills, not staying alive, bruh. Yo, so much damage coming out from that dead Anubis for the next 45 seconds. Can't wait to have him on my team in team fights. Oh wait, what? I mean, let's just keep it real. There's no stat for staying alive. I mean, of course, it's 0 deaths, but the fact is, like, if you get a kill, that's something active. If you stay alive, that's a passive thing that's really good if you can do that all game, but it's not valued the same way kills are, and people will chase kills to no end. Don't you be looking at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know you just took 3 tower shots to try and get that last hit on that character, and you died because of it, and you would have done it again. You would do it again. Bet me. I bet you would do it again because you want that kill. You don't care about staying alive. If that person on the enemy team stays alive with one little bit of health, that's the worst thing in the world that could happen. That's like the end of the world for you. So that's why you dove. That's why you'll dive again. I know you. I know who you are. I really do know who you are because honestly, that's me. I will die all the time trying to make sure that that Scylla, that Nox, whoever it is, does not get the satisfaction of staying alive after I've thrown my whole kit on them and tried my best to kill them. I will not be punked like that. I will take you down to Chinatown no matter what it takes, girl, and you cannot run away from me. That is, of course, unless I die in that greedy attempt, which most of the time actually ends up happening. Listen, I'm not saying don't go for tower dives. There's a time and a place for them, especially when you have teammates or you have minions pushing into your tower. But a lot of the deaths happen, and especially in my own play, I experience a lot of my deaths taking place from trying to chase characters that are very low health, that I am very salty about potentially getting away, and I want to basically stop them, especially if they have started jumping or spamming laugh. I am going to do everything in my power to kill you. That is right. I'm coming for you. But honestly, that is why we keep dying. That's why I keep dying. These are the reasons why we all keep dying in Smite. Yeah, there are a few more. You can post them down in the comment section below if you have any good reasons or really good ideas about why you see people in your experience or yourself continually dying in this game. And if you like how I kept it real in this episode of Keeping It Real, a new topic session here at SMITE University, then go ahead and leave a like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this here at SMITE U and at Rain Day Gaming. Now, I'm off, fam. I'm going on vacation for the next week, but we'll be back with big news on that following Monday. So stay tuned to the channel, enjoy this video, comment on the comment section. I'll try to respond to as many as possible. And as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.